What's good, video pros? Let's talk about it. Open AI. No, seriously, let's talk about open AI. For me, I'm kind of feeling it, and then I'm kind of hating it. Nowadays, just about 50 or maybe more percent of videos are made or generated by AI. Now, there's ways of figuring these things out, and for me, I feel as though it is not authentic. It doesn't have a generic feel. And if you watch these videos closely, you can figure it out. Trust me, you can. Just start looking for things like, hand movements, gestures, if the AI or they're saying something that should maybe make them a little happy and they're still sad, probably AI generated. Emotions is what we actually look for in communication. Hand movements, gestures, body movements, all of that, as a human being. So if you're watching an AI video and there's no real movement with the hands, or just pretty much looking from one side to the other, doesn't it look robotic? I really feel like it's going to take some time for it to be able to distinguish those moments, those emotions, those human emotions. I mean, it's just my opinion though. Leave it in the comments, y'all. Let's talk about this AI thing. I mean, you can get caught up out here, you can fall into that legal minefield, so everywhere you step, boom, you gotta be careful, because you might step on that actual mine that might just completely take down your page or completely get you in trouble with copyrights. And these things are scary as content creators. You don't want to forget to click the box that says that you actually altered this footage, or AI made this footage for you. This is AI generated, anything in that nature. Read the disclosure and then upload. And even then, you gotta hope that, it's able to stay up without someone complaining about it. So at least you, as a editor, videographer, photographer, you knew, or where the footage is coming from. It's yours. AI, you don't know where it got that picture from. You see where I'm going? So again, this can be a real serious problem. Trust in AI, you need to go behind it. You need to do quite a few things. Even when it's writing out your scripts, you need to still go in there and make it your own. You really do. You can get caught up just believing everything AI says. I mean, it's smart, but we're smarter. And even when it comes down to editing videos, I believe us editors, us videographers, photographers, we're always going to have that extra edge, because we're putting our vision on it. We're putting our artistic feel to it. You know what I mean? And this is good. This is really, really good, because machines will never be able to mimic us humans fully. There's always going to be something that you can look for when it comes down to machine versus humans, even if it looks like a human. All right, moving on though. We can get really dependent on it, and this can kind of hurt our skills. I mean, if we don't use something, we could possibly lose it. If we get used to letting AI take control over certain things, yes, we can lose it because we're not using it as much. Can we get it back? Probably, but it's going to take some time for us to get back into habits and get back into groove. And then our body and mind might be like, why are you doing this? There's a machine to do it for you. Pro to this is the fact that it definitely helps, when you are a one-man band or a solopreneur, or someone like myself that don't really type pretty fast, got a lot of stuff going on up here, but I can't keep up with my hands. AI is helpful. I mean, you can pretty much speak it into existence now, and AI would type it for you. If you had a general idea and you're stuck with thoughts, you can give it a synopsis or just a small amount of info, and it'll take over. It'll definitely, give you something to think about. So that works. And the fact that if you needed to just place something somewhere, AI helps you with that. Like if you wanted to put a robot in space, you can find some video and just pretty much tell AI, I want it to dance, I want it to move, I want it to shake, I want it to stand still. I want it to spin around in circles. Any of that, AI will make it happen. So this is good. Again, some of the other things is the accessibility for beginners. I mean, if you're just starting out and you really aren't a great editor, but you got a great mindset for what you want, it'll spit out something pretty decent, you know. I don't feel like it's going to completely knock us videographers and photographers and editors out of the loop. People are always going to want your feel, your touch, your actual vision behind their actual story or behind the lens. Now, another good pro to this is the fact that, hey, I can crank out them videos, you know what I mean, and chop some things up for you and probably even highlight some of the highlight moments throughout the reel. I would say if you use it, go ahead, but go in and still put, your little twist in on it. You know what I mean? Give it that little extra push and edge. But that's pretty much it on this, y'all. Thanks for staying. It's been it's been a few minutes. I ain't gonna tell you how long. It's been pretty long. And I appreciate y'all for taking out the time to leave those comments, like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. Until the next video, remember to capture those moments and do the best for what you have. Peace, y'all. Peace.